This video is brought to you by Scopic.com. Get yours now.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Phil from underKG.com, and today I have the Xiaomi Mi 6. So this is their latest flagship. They have a pretty messy lineup. There's a Redmi Pro, Mi, Redmi Note. There's a bunch, but simply put, the Mi 6 is their flagship with the Snapdragon 835, 4 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM, and 64 gigs or 128 gigabytes of storage of your choice. And there's even a partly gold-plated ceramic version available as well. So let's get inside the packaging. So the box here doesn't really look that premium. That is because this guy starts around 400 bucks, and that's pretty impressive price point for a Snapdragon 835 device. So here's the phone itself, and this is a mainland Chinese version, so it doesn't come with Google Play Store or any Google services, but you can easily install that, so that shouldn't come as an issue for most of you. And here we have a case, a complimentary case. It's not exactly anything fancy, it's just one of those Jello cases, but having something right away, right after you unbox your phone is always a good thing, you know, having at least kind of protection. So that's that, and here is the manual. Here's a quick start guide along with the SIM card removal tool right there, which doesn't really seem impressive, so that's the quick start guide. We're gonna put it right there, and here's a charger. And charger comes with the fast charging capability. The phone itself, of course, supports the Quick Charge 3.0 because it comes with Snapdragon 835 again, and the charger itself supports it as well. 5 volts 3A, that's a very interesting number. 5 volts 3A, 9 volts 2A, or 12 volts 1.5A. So those are the numbers that it supports, and it's going to connect the cable in the USB Type-A port and the USB Type-C port on the phone. So the cable in question is this guy. So Type-A and Type-C. And what you see inside there, just like you have seen from many other phones, including the iPhone 7, Moto Z, or some new HTC devices and the low echo devices, this is an adapter that converts from USB Type-C to 3.5mm standard earphone jack. That means the phone does not have the earphone jack, just like the many phones are doing these days. Not exactly a fan of the concept, but that seems like the stream of the market right now. So removing the protective plastic, there are two, front and back. We're going to peel that off as well. And here we have the black version of the Xiaomi Mi 6. What you see is a 5.15 inches of full HD display, receiver, 8 megapixels of a front-facing camera, home button that doubles as a fingerprint reader. Two keys are hidden right there. You'll be seeing an LED on two of the dots, and back multitasking or vice versa, you can switch that. On the right hand side, we got the power key, volume rocker, antenna slit, and the infrared port, so you can control your tele with the remote controller app there, and the secondary microphone for noise cancellation. On the left side, we have a nano SIM card tray that does not have the micro SD card slot expansion, so you are left to the internal storages, and this is a 4G plus 3G dual SIM. So even if you're residing in the area without a 2G signal, or the networks are all dead with 2G, you can still use the dual SIM. There's a USB Type-C port. Speakers, theirs is a plural, so it's the first Xiaomi phone. Is it the first? I think it's the first phone that has the stereo speakers on their phone. And while they got rid of the 3.5mm headphone jack, they were also proud to announce that this is splash proof. Keep in mind that this is not waterproof or dust proof, it's just splash proof. So make sure not to dunk into water. It's most likely going to kill your phone. Now the only side left here is the back with 12 megapixels of dual cameras. They work as a zoom, just like the iPhone 7 Plus, or the portrait mode, that's also an Apple term. Dual LED flash right there and Xiaomi logo, and the whole back is very glossy. And along with the back, Xiaomi was proud to announce that the frame took 12 days for 40 different processes to polish that. And I don't know, I don't think it's like a 12-day worth of polishing, but it certainly looks pretty good, and it feels pretty good in the hand as well. The Mi 5 had a very nice grip, and Mi 6 is just no exception. This also has a very nice grip. Now, since you're seeing a very glossy black phone, we have to invite the iPhone 7. And here we have two phones side by side. So giving a bit of reflection right there, you see the iPhone 7 jet black, or the Xiaomi Mi 6 in just black color. So these are the reflection. iPhone 7 certainly looks good, but Mi 6 also looks pretty good, although I like the reflection on the iPhone better. Now that we're done talking about the outside, let's get into the inside. Powering on is going to give us the MIUI 8. So this is their latest user interface. Usually I would fast forward the settings, but since Xiaomi and most of the Chinese phones only have so little settings as they do not have the Google services, I'm just going to introduce it to you step by step, and we're already done with it and inside the launcher. So this is the launcher, and it's not really anything special. They are one of the manufacturers to fiddle with Android a little too much to my likings, but some people like the MIUI itself. They actually flash it. I used to back in the times of Android gingerbread, but not anymore. So it's based on Android 7.1 and MIUI 8.2 stable. Though I never found the MIUI stable in any versions. Now the killer function of the Mi 6 was the camera. So here we have the dual camera. There is a zoom menu, so you can just tap on that just like you would on an iPhone, and it's going to bam, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, right there. So it uses two lenses. One is wide angle, another is the standard angle. And interestingly enough, wide angle has 4-axis OIS and it's brighter at f1.8, and standard angle is noticeably darker at f2.6. And there's also the portrait mode that utilizes two lenses to make the bokeh effect, so you get the focus outside of your object blurred out to give you more of an artistic photo. Other things are pretty generic. Xiaomi was proud to introduce that it had 4096 levels of backlit, and it can go as low as 1 nit, coming down from that bright 600 nits. So that was the unboxing and a brief look at Xiaomi's flagship Mi 6. It does have the flagship specs, but it comes at a more affordable price than bigger companies, I should say. We'll go ahead and see if it's worth the money that you're paying for, and we'll come back with a review including the battery performance, which usually isn't told from the spec sheet. We should be able to tell you more on our review video coming very soon. Thank you all for watching. You can always meet us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And this black phone, very glossy black phone, was Xiaomi Mi 6. We'll see you guys later. Ciao.